Hey everybody, welcome to Gaming. Hope you guys are having a good day. So today we are actually going to start a 10 million challenge for Riverbend Springs. Right now I'm just going to kind of show you guys around the farm and what's already happened. I've been doing this in game for I think 11 years. Let's take a look. So yeah, 11 years, time played about 157 hours total. Um, a lot of work's been done on this farm, so just kind of starting to get into YouTube, see how this goes, and hopefully you guys enjoy the channel. So let's see what's going on here. So we got two John Deere 8R 410s. Pretty good tractors. I've liked them. One of them has at least 44 hours already on them. I've actually had to replace one just because of how much time was on it, and the repair costs were getting pretty steep. So let's check out the inside of the shed here. This is actually a modded shed too. You can find it on Mod Hub. They're pretty cool. So first thing we got going is the Krone big mower. We love this thing. Was using tractor mowers there for a while. Kind of got a little boring for me, so went ahead and started using a self-propelled mower. I enjoy it. There is some that are modded. You can actually hook up a tedder to the back of it, make hay all in one go, but I'm not. That's a third-party mod, and I'd rather not use third-party mods. So I got two cotton harvesters, Case IHs, 625s. Then we do for silage, because we have water buffalo on the farm, we are using a Fendt forage harvester with a Kloss header attachment. We love these. Then the big boy, the moneymaker of the farm, John Deere S760 combine. And we have two headers for it, 15-meter header, grain header, and then the corn header as well. Here's the grain header for it. Massive thing. I mean, size comparison is insane. Got all this stuff back here. The corn header's on the other side of the barn there. Here's the seeders. Got one planter, one seeder, cultivator, windrower. We got our line spreader. We got our forage pickup thing that we like using. A bale loader just in case. I never know if I want to do straw bales or not. It's kind of a hit and miss on that. Just more or less what I'm in the mood for and where the field's at for a location for this. And I'll explain what that is in a minute. This is our trailer for really anything TMR, wheat, barley, grain, all the good things, corn, and so on. So these are right here. This is where I get my seed and fertilizer from. This is in game. It's better than just going to the store because the store is kind of a little far, kind of annoying if we run out in the field or something. So we have the Volvo semi truck, little water bowser that I'm actually going to get rid of because we do have the water tanker semi load because I ended up getting that not long ago. So this will probably end up going away, but we do lettuce on the farm for just selling. There's nothing in the greenhouse that I use in productions right now, so there's really no other reason to have any other crops in there. We'll take a look at productions later, but this is the spinnery. It's directly on the farm. The other thing that's directly on the farm on the other side is the oil mill for our canola fields and stuff. Yep, this is our silage. It's a medium silage bin. So whenever we start doing, I have a cornfield going, but I'm not too sure if that field's going to be for our honey production or not. So speaking of productions, let's look at what we have going on here on the farm. So owned, we have a bakery, two dairies, grain mill, honey production, which is a mod on Mod Hub. So as a lot of people know who play Farming Simulator quite often, they've learned that bees are not worth it anymore. FS25, they were very much worth it. You could get so much honey so quickly, and it was kind of actually a pain to deal with. But now with bees, if you have like 6 beehives, you're not even getting 1,000 liters per year. But with this mod, I've just started today and I actually bought the sugar from the warehouse just to kind of see how the production is, and I already have 88 liters. So I have a feeling that once we sleep through the night, that this will actually be a lot better than bees. So we'll see how that goes. But as said, we had the greenhouse, the spinnery, oil mill, which I'll go around and show you. TMR production. So the reason I have this, I'm not a huge fan of making the TMR mixes myself. It's kind of boring, causes a lot of burnout, so I choose not to. This is a mod on ModHub as well. All of my mods that I have, I think minus one, which is a map, are on ModHub. I try to prevent myself from using third-party mods, just to keep the integrity of my computer. So use third parties as you will. I don't recommend using them, but that's on you. So, but yeah, this is my reason. So I use the same type of material. So I'm not using just straight silage and hay. I'm actually using the hay, straw, silage, um, in order to get my TMR. So I'm still getting the same materials. I'm just doing it. I'm just making it in a different way. And you kind of get more for your money. So we do use the tailor shop. This is the Maps tailor shop. Very, very profitable, especially if you're doing cotton mixed with wool, which is what we do here on the farm. So animals. We have sheep, which I should just go around and show you. So here's our sheep. We have about 80 something sheep right now. Yeah, 89 sheep. So they eat a lot of food, a lot of grass, but I kind of keep them on the meadow for the most part, just because I use my grass for hay purposes. So then we have our chickens on the other side here. About 411 of them, so they produce a good amount of eggs for our farm, just to get some extra income in. Then we have our most profitable, by far, animal on the farm, and this is our water buffalo. They actually just reproduced. So there's 200 water buffalo right now. See, little babies. They're so cute. I love these things. Absolutely adorable. Here's the full-grown beefy mamas and daddies. But they produce our water buffalo milk for our dairies because we do buffalo mozzarella here on the farm. So, yeah, let's go around and see the productions. So, the bakery is the Map Bakery. It's pretty close to the farm, so we already got 2 pallets going. Sweet. And then our dairies are actually right next to noise. I apologize. Right next to the water buffalo themselves, just for easy transport reasons. But like I said, we have buffalo mozzarella going on the farm, so these are worth about $14,000 a pallet when the time is right. So that's when we sell that. Grain mill is the Map grain mill. I try to do my best to keep on the map as far as productions go, as, within reason, of course. So, like for example, the entire reason why I have an oil mill on the farm, which is right here. Go ahead and show you guys that. So we have the oil mill here on the farm, and the reason for that is because here's my oil mill, right? My canola field 1, canola field 2 down here. The oil mill is on the other side of the map in relative to the farm. So I would much rather just build one close to the farm rather than having to truck all the way down here just to get oil going. So, but yeah, I've already shown you all the honey production, but just to kind of here, pretty much explain that one. Showed y'all that. The tailor shop. Tailor shop, working buttons since 1908. It's a long time. Right now we have 18,000 clothes. 18,000 pieces is what I like to call it instead of liters, because you can't have liters for clothes, but 18,000 pieces of clothes. So this is going to be a huge payday in March, I think. A lot of times April. just because the prices are actually higher in April than what the graph shows. So, but yeah, so let's go ahead and get started on some work. So we actually have this field down here, 87. We need to cultivate that field and get canola planted. Canola needs to go in here in this field. I'm not quite sure what I want to do here. I think right now my main priority is to get a sugar mill going for the honey. Um, this is my sugarcane field that just recently got planted not long ago. And so this field's going to be doing hopefully really well. I just found out that with sugarcane you don't have to replant, so that's good. But we'll need to get some lime on this at some point, probably now, honestly, if we have time, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's hop in the John Deere, and let's go ahead and get this cultivated up. As you can tell, I'm a big John Deere fan. I live in America, so I prefer American made. Well, we all know what American made really means. American owned and overseas made. It's just how it is. It is what it is. Welcome to America, guys. So, I know I'm going to get asked at least once of why I don't do a clean start on a map. A lot of the reason is ever since having this farm has taken me a long time. So like I said, 157 hours. I work full-time, 40 hours a week. And so I don't really have all that much time to sit here and game all day. And so starting a new farm, it's a lot of work, at least to get to this point that we're at now. And so, you know, maybe if I was home a little bit more, maybe I consider it, but at the present moment, it's probably not feasible. But that's why I wanted to go ahead and do like a $10 million challenge, because this is already $1 million farm. We make about $1 million per year. What I want to get to is like 10 million a year. I want to see how much I can make in a year on Farming Simulator 25. Back in Farming Simulator 22, because that's where I got my start. Farming Simulator 22, it was a lot easier to make money back then. Now, in Farming Simulator 25, it is actually a lot harder to make money. And I'm on normal difficulty for economic difficulty. I did easy there for a little while, but it was too fast-paced. Not too big of a fan. I didn't really feel I didn't really get a dopamine hit every time I sold something, because it was like, well, it makes sense, right? Because like buffalo milk, for example, or buffalo mozzarella, for example, if you sell it on easy economic difficulty, it's worth $25,000 per 1,000 liters. Whereas on normal difficulty, it's worth 14,000. So makes it a lot more satisfying to actually do that. So, all right, let's go ahead and get this going, and I will see y'all soon. We're gonna get a time lapse on this, so hope y'all enjoy it. Thanks. Oh, as y'all can see, we're almost done here. This little tiny strip left over. Now we got that done. Coming from Farming Simulator 22, these guidelines, the steering assist for the GPS that Giants implemented, beautiful. They did a good job on this. The AIs, they've been updated. They are better than FS25 because back in the day, my AIs wouldn't finish fields, and that was kind of annoying to me. But now, after all the updates, all the cleaning up since FS25's release, because I know they were pretty bad at first, but they've gotten a lot better, I think. Once you actually know how to kind of use them, if you're going up and down, if you set them to up and down and then turn the headland off, they'll start exactly where you put them. So they'll start exactly where you left off, more or less. So I think it's been a really good thing. So all right, so that's all cultivated up. I don't think we have any more cultivating to do. Let's take a look. So let's see, that's cultivated. That's cultivated. Yep. Cool. So these are all the fields that we own. I don't think I went over that. All the fields that we own so far. Up here we have cotton growing for our spinnery. We have corn down here for both the honey production and maize whenever we get to it. Right now we have about 1 million liters of TMR, so I don't see us needing corn for silage anytime soon. We do have sugarcane growing for our honey production. The field that we just cultivated, 87, and 8 are going to be canola fields. 7 and 6, which I've combined, that is going to be wheat fields for our grain production. I'm on the fence with number 2. So in the past, I've used this field and this field as well as animal food, so barley for the chickens and things like that, straw for TMR. These were wheat fields at one point. I'm just kind of meh with 2 because of 86%, because I do use precision farming. Yeah, the soil is just not good. 86%, and it's a 4-acre field. I've been eyeing 90. This is just under 4 acres with loam. 116% yield potentials, which is a lot better than 86. I've also considered keeping this as a grass field, buying 90, and then throwing sugarcane in it. Take the sugarcane out of these fields, put it into 90 for a higher yield, because these are also pretty low on the yield spectrum. So, well, we'll see. We'll see. Tell you what, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. If we should buy 90, or we should just keep kind of doing what we're doing with 2. Let me know your opinion. Let me know. Let's see how that goes. All right, we're gonna go back to the farm here. See what all farmyard chores we need to get done before sleeping. Because I'm gonna wait to plant the canola until February and go from there. Because I don't want everything to get backed up in harvesting. Everything's harvested the same month and everything. So, because I play with seasons off, I find it more fun that way, more progression that way too. So, seasons off is really, really nice. Be able to plant and do things the way I want. Alright, so we're back here at the farm. Looks like the wool probably needs to get taken care of, so that way we don't lose any overnight. Alright, so let's see what they need. Ooh, chickens need food. I think I have... I'll have to check. I don't think I have grass bales. Chickens definitely need food. They're at 1,000 liters. They can hold up to, I think, 9, maybe 8. The water buffalo, they are running a bit low on food. I think I'll go ahead and... Nah, we'll wait. We'll wait till next month. They'll be fine. They'll be okay. Alright, cool. Well, I don't think there's anything else. Let's check the greenhouses. Let's check the productions. Make sure everything's kosher. So this is missing products because the grain mill is just distributing it is what it is. Let's see. Got buffalo milk in the dairy. Buffalo milk in that dairy. We got wheat going there. The honey production is going. See, yeah, I think it's a lot faster than bees because at the start of the video we were at 88 liters and now I'm going at ×2. I was going at ×1 there for a little bit, but now we have 128 liters already of honey, which is fantastic. Greenhouse does not need water. Good on the oil mill. Spinnery still going with wool right now. TMR, yep. And close. Cool. So I think we're good. Let's check, see how the growth is on everything. Ooh, maybe cotton in February? Let's see. Yeah, I think we're good to go ahead and head on to February. Let's go ahead and do that. I'll see you in a second. Alright, it's like a very snowy February. Awesome. I don't have it turned on just because of whenever it first came out, whenever I first started playing FS25, there was a snow problem. So it would stay around until July, and I'd much rather not have to deal with that. I think they fixed it. I'm not too sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. Alright, first thing on the list, let's go ahead and feed those chickens. Get them ready to go. After that, I think we can go ahead and get started on... Yep, okay, cool. We will do the cotton harvest here in a little while. Makes it a lot faster with 2 cotton harvesters, by the way. It's so much easier. The reason why I have to, because we went ahead... I'm not a fan of cotton harvesting in the first place, just because of how slow it is. And so, I think if they came out with either a mod, or if Giants released something in the DLC, or they had the John Deere foldable header, because I know those are an actual thing. Well, I need the green. That'll make it a lot easier, because I think those are like 10 meter working with, whereas this is 6. And so when you have a 15-acre field, it takes a lot. So it takes a lot of time. All right. Yep. Let's get these chickens fed, and then we will get to harvesting once the snow passes. Once snow passes, we'll get that done. Okay, the hungry chickens are fed. So 9,000 liters. We'll probably let them feed on the meadow for a little while, and we'll see how that goes. The water buffalo, let's go ahead and get those guys fed as well. So we'll do this trailer. No, sorry, we'll use the other trailer because this trailer does not work inside that barn. So we'll go ahead and switch trailers and get these water buffalo. really like this production. A lot of it is because, let's say, I needed straw for something else, or hay, or whatever, silage even, I can pull it straight out of here. So it's also acts as a storage, more or less, for those kind of things. So let's go ahead and get this filled up. This trailer is a floor release trailer, so we don't have to worry about it hitting the roofs in the barn. Down there, and see in just a second. As I run into the barn, yep, now go ahead and take these guys. I'm not going to pain you guys with a time lapse of about 4 loads of this, so we'll do 1 extra load and we'll skip over to get ready to harvest that cotton. We'll probably speed up time a little bit just to get past the snow. When is it supposed to stop snowing? 1400, so 2 o'clock. Yeah, we'll skip to 1400 and we will go from there. Alright, well, this is what I get for not paying attention as I got the cotton harvesters. It is now 6 o'clock instead of 2, so we're gonna have to kind of hurry this along. But do our best to get this done, because our sugarcane needs weeding, so we have to do that as well. But that's okay, figure it out. Alright, I will see y'all soon. Y'all enjoy the topics. Actually, I think I've changed my mind. So, not because I don't like hot roasting, anything like that. I don't think that 100% is, but nonetheless, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put this on an AI, and they are gonna work the Finland while the other AI is only working the up and down, and then we are gonna go do the weeding for our sugarcane field. Let's make sure that the AI picks up where I left off. Yeah, not bad. See, that's what I'm saying. So I think the AIs are so much better than they were when FS25 first came out, because used to, you'd set it and then the AI would go to the other end of the field and it was but now both AIs are going and doing their jobs really well. So we are going to go back to the farm, go to the John Deere, and we're going to go ahead and start weeding the sugarcane field. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of the video so far. I understand it's kind of dark at the moment, but as far as quality goes, sound goes, all the good things, let me know how those are. This being my first video, I really would love the feedback, good or bad, so that way we can make these videos the best they can possibly be. And so I'll kind of give you a rundown on how we're gonna do things around here. So for the episodes, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of prioritize productions as much as we can. Animals, they do provide a lot of income as far as their productions go, but I kind of want to stick with what we're doing with the sheep, doing the wool for the spinnery, eggs for just extra income, and the buffalo mozzarella. I think that's, more than enough for animals. So, but for productions, right now, what we're working towards, the entire reason why we're doing honey, is so that way we can do cereal. So, once we get a sugar mill, which I think field number 2, I'm telling you, I think I'm looking at it for productions. That might be the play. Let me know what y'all think on that. But yeah, ultimate end goal is get a sugar mill going, so that way we can make our sugar for the honey, and then we need to get grapes, so a vineyard, and a grape processing plant to make raisins, and then once we get those raisins going, that's all she wrote. We can make cereal with that. So after the cereal, I'm kind of on the fence, maybe doing processed foods, so green beans, spinach. I'm not doing peas. Don't even get me started on peas. That is the worst crop to do unless you have like 5 pea harvesters, because the capacity is not worth doing at all. 3,000 liters. And then you had to have like a specific trailer because the dispenser is too short. I mean, you can't get half the trailers in the game under it, so it is what it is. But all right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this the field weeded up, if I can speak English today. And I will see you after. Thanks. Alright, all done with that. Checking the cotton harvesters, making sure they're doing okay. This John Deere needs a little bit of gas. Maybe some gasoline units. Go ahead and fill up this here real quick. We go for convenience on this farm, by the way. Convenience is everything. So whenever we start running low, we'll buy more through the diesel. So we're still buying it, just in bulk. Well, the same with the solid fertilizer and the seeds and liquid fertilizer. That's actually a mod as well over there. That blue tank is what y'all been seeing. That's for herbicide and liquid fertilizer. So if you ever have a lot of struggles with like that Kinsey planter over there, where they use a lot of liquid fertilizer, I just recommend getting the mod. It's so much easier to do. Or if you spray your fields instead of using a hoe like I am with herbicide, it makes it so much easier. Instead of having to truck back and forth from the store or having to get pallets and things like that, it just makes it so easy. It's that sprayer, it does not hold very much. Even with the tank station and so. Alright, let's go ahead and check these buckets. Yep, looks like they're doing pretty good, No one's getting stuck, so yeah, we are trucking along. Let's double check, make sure there's nothing else for us to do. I was gonna plant the canola and the wheat this month, however, that's what I get. So, punishment it is. Canola and wheat will go in. And let's see, the corn is planted. Does it need weeding? Oh, it does. Oh, okay. All right, there's something else that we can do, so we'll go ahead and weed that as well. I just disconnected the weeder. Well, it is what it is. It needs rolling, blah. Don't care. All right, cool. We'll go ahead and weed the corn then. Let's go ahead and get that done. I will see y'all at the field. Alright, let's get this started. Something about corn, man. I don't know. I love corn. I love doing the harvesting and planting of it. Very, very satisfying. I love it. that's why I like the honey production too, because it takes corn. It takes corn, sugar, and water. Um, and cereal too. Cereal takes corn as well, so that gives me even more reason to do corn. Very, very satisfying crop to take care of and harvest and all the good things. So it's not as versatile though, as in, as like real life and stuff, because you can't make cornstarch. You can't make a bunch of things that normal farmers can in real life. I'm not an actual farmer. I just play the game, but I live in the South, so I kind of have a good general idea of how farming works. Um, Not to the extent that I can run equipment or anything like that. I've never worked on a farm, um, but it's just things like that. I kind of wish Giants would implement, and yeah, they're good. I like Giants a lot. They do really good things for the game. And so, backstory for me is I used to be a COD gamer, Fortnite, battle royales, things like that. And just the money grabs alone in those games is ridiculous. The microtransactions they do, the baiting they do for like teenagers, um, and all that. Man, it's just not worth it anymore. I don't like the grind anymore. I don't like the metas. Metagaming is ridiculous. That's a lot of words in why I quit World of Warcraft too. Because I played World of Warcraft since I was, a teenager. And I quit playing because that's all it became was, and if you weren't the best class in the game, then you weren't getting invited into groups and stuff like that. So, uh, found this chill game whenever FS22 was uh, getting a little bit hotter in the YouTube community, and that's whenever I started kind of putting my feet in and playing the game. Yeah, I love this. This is very chill. There's no stress at all. You can plant and do whatever you want in the game. Be as realistic or as unrealistic as you want. Doesn't matter. Like TJ Goham, for example, using Colossus mods for 50-meter working widths on a carton harvester is ridiculous. Or you can go more realistic. I know Farmer Cop likes staying looking more realistic. Same with like Daggerwind and Chainsaw and things like that. But yeah. So, all right, we got this headland done, and I think I'll paint y'all with one more time lapse, and then I think we'll be done for the day. All right, enjoy. Hitting our last line here. Should be all good to go. Double check in a second, because we don't like misfits on this channel. And we are good. We got a little tiny little spots. No big deal. That's fine. That's okay. We can deal with that. All right, let's check on these cotton harvesters. Looks like they're doing actually really well. Last time I did this, they would get bound up on each other on the headlands, so I'm actually pretty impressed with this. They did a great job so far. There's only a few left, so nah, we'll let them finish it up, and we'll end it here. Yeah, we'll just end it here. So off camera, we'll let them finish this up. When we come back, we'll pick up the cotton and put it into the spinnery, and go from there. So I think this is where we're gonna call it. It's been a good time. I really appreciate you guys watching the video. Please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, all the good thing. Comments. Please leave your comments. I would love to hear the feedback on how the video is. Quality, sound, all the good things. So, and give me some things that I can do to improve. If there's things you don't like, I want to hear that too. So, but yeah, make sure you tell somebody you love them. Y'all have a good one. Thank you guys for watching.